Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nora, and please, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you still doing? What are you waiting for? Just go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click to that bell and you receive all the notification every time that I upload a new video in my YouTube channel. Thank you guys. So guys, welcome to the new tutorial. Today I'll be talking about me going back to the village. So here we go. So when I decided to go back to the village to visit my child at home where I left her, I was so afraid that I did not know what I was going to find at home. All I had in my mind, if I go home and find mom, what was really going to happen to me? It was all in my mind. I was so afraid to go home. But because she's my child, I just decided to sacrifice myself. I told myself I need to go back home and visit her because I couldn't leave her all alone in the village. I was in the city, but my heart was always beating for my child at home. My child, there's this kind of feeling, I don't even know how to explain, but I had so much love for her that at first, when I was pregnant, I did not know how love is. I did not know how love it feels. I used to play with my dolls, and I remember the day when I went to the hospital. I first asked the nurse, how does it feel to have a child? She was like, you will see and you will know. That nurse always kept on telling me, when you have a child, I know you don't know anything about children, but love her like you love the things that you play with. Because I was young, and I used to have a doll, I had to put aside my doll, and at the time when I had my baby, I started loving her because she was a real doll to me, my child. The reason why I named her Gift, because she was really a doll to me, a real doll that can cry, the doll that you can change her clothes, give her food, everything. That's how she was to me. I had so much love for her. Giving her away to her grandmother, it was so painful for me. I did not want to give her away. But because of the situation I was going through, I had to save my life first before hers. Because my mom was so tough on me, I could not stand being beaten up always that time, being tied up. So I ran away from home for so many reasons that sometimes that I regret leaving my child behind. When I went back to the village, I did not reach exactly to my home. I went to my uncle's house, my mother's cousin. He used to know everything that goes around. He never moves around so much, but he goes once in a while because he was a quiet person, but he knows most of the information about people around the village. So I went to him. I was like, hey, uncle, he was our friend. All children at home, they loved him. They would go to him because he was a friendly person that you can joke with, laugh with. So it was our friend that we make laughters with. So I went to my uncle and he was like, hey, we used to call each other as Jomba. So he was like, hey, Jomba, umerudi? I was like, yeah, Jomba, nimerudi. He was like, this time Jomba, he did not do a good thing. I was like, oh, why did I do Jomba? So my Jomba was like, your mom left. I told him, kwa nini Jomba? He told me your mom left because you also left. He has to leave. So I thought my mom, when my Jomba was telling me my mom left with maybe she left with my kid. So in my heart I was like, oh, that's good if she's not home. I asked Jomba, did she go to the sea? Or my Jomba told me, no, your mom went back to Jinja, where you guys used to stay. Like, whew, I had to breathe out again. Then Jomba told me, Lakin Jomba, what you've done, it's really bad. I told him, Jomba, what did I do wrong? You left your child behind. My Jomba told me, your child is very, very sick. As I'm talking to you right now, everyone is just praying for her to survive. When my Jomba told me that, I could not even wait for the cup of tea. I remember I told Jomba, you know what? Let me just rush home. Is she home? My Jomba she's not home. She's at her grandmother's house. I rushed home. I reached at her grandmother's house. I found there's a child who was sleeping outside under the tree. I didn't know it was her. I just rushed. And one of her aunties came and was like, "Hey, Mama Gift, you here?" I was like, "Yes." I told her, "Where is Gift?" She told me, "Let me just call Mom to tell you where Gift is." The lady came. I was like, "Hey, Nora, I'm so happy to see you." I told her, "Where is Gift?" Before even saying hello, how are you, I just told her, "Where is Gift? Where is my child?" Because her name is Gift. The lady told me she's actually laying down there, turning around. It was really a heartbreaking moment. I turned around. I saw this baby. The child who was so beautiful, lovely, with a lot of hair. My daughter was a jelly person, and she had a healthy skin. Looking at her, the person that I was seeing, her body was all over yellow. Her hair has turned into a ginger hair. I looked at her and I was like, "No, this is not my Gift. My Gift doesn't have a ginger hair." You know, Africans, when your hair turns into a ginger hair. I told the lady, "No, this is not Gift." She told me, "That's your Gift." I did not know what to say even at that moment. I told her, "Have you taken her to the hospital?" The lady told me they were just back after 2 days home because it was a Christmas season, so they were sent back home because the body wasn't responding with the treatment. I took my Gift into my arms. She was so tiny. She was just boneless. Her head, if you can see all these bone marrows on her cheekbones, the bones were all out. I told them, "Can I take my child at home?" She told me, "Yes, you can go with her." I went home. I couldn't cry in front of her. My brother took her away from me so that I can excuse myself. When I saw my child in that situation, I did not know what to do. I did not know what to do or what to say. I just asked them what really happened to my child reaching this point. My sisters, they told me they did not have enough food. Yet they were told not to go to anywhere to ask for anything. They have to stay home and take care of the child. My mom thought that I was maybe nearby because she normally beats me and I'll run away from home, maybe sleep in the bushes, maybe stay in the jungle for the whole day. She thought maybe I'll come around. I'll come back for my child if I found out that she's not home. She has already left. And I wasn't around at the moment. This time I was far away from home, like 800 miles away from home. I asked them, "So how did she get sick?" My sisters, they told me she was beaten up by rain. The party where they went. When they went for the party, it started raining. They have forgotten where they left the child. They brought the child the next day when the rain has already been stopped. The child was sleeping outside all alone. So she catched the cold and she got the pneumonia. She was so sick. They did not have food because they were young. They did not even know that at that time Gift had pneumonia. When the child was very sick, they did not tell anyone. They go to school, they don't have anything to eat. So one day, we had our grandmother who was staying next to our house, our neighbor. My grandmother who rescued me from killing myself. She came over. She went to my child's grandmother's house. She told her, "You guys, you need to go and help. The child is all alone in the house. No one is at home. I don't know where their mother is." Some of the people they knew. Also, my grandmother knew, but she did not want to tell them exactly that she knew that my mother left. When they reached, they took the child. For me, the lady was telling me, "Now we have the evidence. Your mom can't take my granddaughter away from me anymore." I told her, "No, I no longer want to hear that. All I want to know, if my child is going to be well again. I want my gift back." She decided to take my child to the hospital, to the big hospital, to get the treatment. She traveled to the city in Ginger to the hospital. The hospital is called Alfania Referral Hospital for the kids. She took the kid there, and for me, I stayed in the village. She came back again with the child. I told her, "You know what? I need to stay here." She kept on telling me, "No, you should leave." She wanted me to leave so that she can stay with the kid, but me, I did not want to leave this time. I wanted this time to stay with my child, to take care of her and to be there for her. I did not care whether my mom will come back this time and kill me. I did not care about that. All I wanted is to stay there with my child. It was such a heartbreaking moment to see my gift like that. When this lady told me that I should go back, I did not go back. I told my brother, "You know what?" I went back home and I told my brother, "You know what, Mose? I don't think I'm going back to the city. I'm staying here in the village and I'm going back to school. I'll be taking care of myself and I'll take care of Gift too." So my brother was like, "It's okay. If that's what you want to stay home, you can stay." I decided to stay home. I went to school. I applied for 2 schools, different schools. By then I was 16 years old, but I was rejected. The reason why I was rejected, they told me, "You cannot come back to school. You're a bad influence to other students. You're showing them that if they make a mistake, they should come back." So actually, I told the headmaster of the school, "You should always give the student a chance." And I found out in growing up that I'm now old enough to understand. But even though back then, when he told me I'm being a bad influence to these students, I was like, in my mind, what came into me, I was like, that's why other children in this village, when they get pregnant at a young age, they go into the marriage when they were still young. You find a child is 12 years old, but he's married. You find a girl is 13 years old, she's married. 2 kids, 3 kids at a young age. So when he told me that, I was like, "Please give me a chance this time." He told me, "Nora, no. We gave you a chance last time when you were pregnant, but this time we can't give you a chance. Remember, 1 year you weren't here at school. Again, when you're 16, you want to study. No, we can't accept you. You're going to be a bad influence for others." I was like, "Okay, if that's what you want, it's okay." I left. I came back home. I told my brother, "I'm not going back to school anymore." He was like, "Why?" I was rejected. He told me, "No way." I spoke to your headmaster. I told him both the schools have rejected me. Yes, the teachers from the school, they knew us. The teachers of the school, they knew who we are. But I wondered why this time they refused. My brother told me, "You know what? Okay, if they refused, just go back to school. Just go back to Kampala and work." I was like, "Okay." I said it. This time going back to Kampala, I decided to work hard because I needed to support Gift and support myself, to support my sisters too and my brother. Staying there, I went back. I spoke to my boss. I told her all my situation and the things that I've been going through and all the things that I've been trying to do to go back to school, and I was rejected. So she told me, "You know what, Nora, me, I love you. You are an honesty person. You should come and stay here with us. Go bring your kid." So I told her, "You know what? can I go next month? She was like, yeah, you can go. I went back to the village. My in-laws, let me just say my in-laws, they weren't there at home at that time. I went back to the city. The lady asked me, where is the child? I told her, no, the grandmother is not home, so I couldn't take the child without her permission. She was like, you did the right thing. It's not good to take someone's child without asking the permission. Remember, you left her, she's a guardian to your child. So when it reached December in 2012, I decided to go home again. This time when I went back home, the child wasn't there. I asked my brother, where is Gift? Have you seen her? How is she doing? My brother was like, Gift is very healthy, but I've taken 2 months without seeing Gift. The last time I saw her, she was going with her grandmother, and her grandmother told me she was taking Gift to the hospital for the last treatment. And then I went to the lady, ask her, where is Gift? She was like,